After playing Diner Dash on the PlayStation Portable, I found another PC-oriented game of old ported over to the PSP as well. Oh boy, I never bothered with this one when I was younger. Just didn't interest me. Seemed a little more girly at the time. That's one aspect of the past I don't miss. Baking ain't feminine. It's an underappreciated form of art, an art of hard work and loads of money for the ingredients. Oh good lord, is baking expensive. Unless you make those mixed boxes like Jiffy Muffins and Betty Crocker Brownies. But still, yeah, I'm kind of glad I finally tried Cake Mania. Though I should have done so on the PC and not the PlayStation Portable. For many problems that plagued Diner Dash on the PSP also plagued Cake Mania on the PSP. So let's jump into the game and get this basic and short review over with. I mean, come on, it's Cake Mania. I can't think of cutaways like I can with other games.
He ain't lying.
The game is about Jill, who learned to love baking thanks to her grandparents. And as she grew up, she got better, and her grandfather paid for her culinary school. She came back with her degree to find the family bakery shut down. As the Walmart of this game bought the land, it is now going to demolish the place to build yet another chain depot store. Because the world just needs more Walmarts and Myers. And less family businesses. You know, the backbone of every economy. And when you remove the family businesses and rely solely on one place of employment, the economy collapses. But hey, at least the shareholders are happy and the CEO got to buy a 20th yacht. Sad facts about the fall of Western civilization thanks to corporatism aside, the story is relatable to this day. I mean, it's an ongoing issue so long as multi-billion-dollar corporations are allowed to buy out our politicians and destroy everything for their own gain.
Based.
Next up, the graphics are not that great. It's clear the PSP screen crunch doesn't translate well. The pixelated mess can be ignored, however, as it's not impossible to tell what you're looking at. So let's move on to the gameplay, then the controls. This is the fatal flaw. Just like Diner Dash for the PSP. You cannot translate a point-and-click time management game from the PC to a handheld like the PSP and expect it to work. You will struggle to navigate the clunky nature of moving the cursor around to manage everything. As time goes on, things become more fast-paced and you need to move faster. But you can't go and move around freely. You have to move in certain directions depending on the location of the cursor, throwing you off every single time. I got as far as October before quitting the game after an hour of playing. This game just doesn't work on the PSP. The last bit is the gameplay. Now that we have covered the controls, you move the cursor around and select with the X button to take orders. Bake cakes by moving to the oven and selecting. Then with the D-pad, choose which cake you want to make. Then you take it over to the frosting in order to select with the D-pad and select the right one. And you have other stuff once you unlock it, like candles and other cake decorations, to take the cake over there and put the right decoration on it. Finally, deliver order to the right person that ordered it. The end. Rinse and repeat. Not a bad concept for a PC game, but on PSP, with these controls, it's a nightmare. Honestly couldn't take it after unlocking more upgrades as you navigate between everything to get to where you want. One could buy a microwave for cupcakes to keep people happy, or use the TV to toggle between the right stereotypical channels for customers to gain a heart. The heart is just like Diner Dash. The higher, the better the tips. The lower, the worse the tips. Plus, if the heart runs out, they leave and you lose a life. Lose all lives, game over. One day I'll give the PC version a try, but the PSP version is clearly inferior, like most of the PSP library tended to be. There's a reason why the Nintendo DS won. It was better in every way except power. Nintendo always proved you don't need high-end specs to win. They beat the PS3, PSP, PS Vita, and PS4 with their Wii, DS, 3DS, and Switch. So if you have to play this in a portable version form, check out the DS one. No doubt the touch screen makes everything better. At the end of the day, I do not recommend this version of Cake Mania. Its controls are the fatal flaw. Like a Diner Dash for the PSP, it's better to play the PC version, a mobile version, or even the DS version. Just avoid the PSP version. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.